I have been stuck on the same problem for 4 years, and I'm hoping that talking about it can help. So congratulations, you are now my therapists. This video is brought to you by Shopify. So the original problem was my fruit bowl, because no matter the amount of fruit I had, it was always too full or too empty, and it just never looked right. So in 2021, I made a mechanical fruit bowl that mechanically changes size depending on the amount of fruit you have, and it works great. It was so nice and everybody was so happy, but then because I can never leave well enough alone, I decided to turn it into a Yacht Studio product. And that's when the real issues start. Am I in frame?
Your feet are.
Isn't it so cool? Let me show you how it works. Oh shit. That was such a dramatic collapse. So basically it's an iris mechanism, and these rods run in the straight tracks, and then the pin couples into the swoopy track, and that's how it opens and closes. This bowl is great, but it has a ton of problems. One is that these keep falling off, but that's like an easy fix. I could just re-glue them. A bigger issue is that these gaps are so big that smaller pieces of fruit will fall through them. And also, there's a big level difference between the mechanism and the bottom of the bowl, which means that if it's open, smaller fruit can get caught in it and it prevents you from closing it. Also, she's just very wobbly, not even remotely dishwasher safe, and also this is brass, so she's not even food safe. So Stu and I made this version, and it's a lot slimmer, and it has these pizza shapes in the bottom to prevent fruit from falling out. And the final version would be made out of metal, not plastic, so it's overall just so much better than this bowl. It has a great personality, but I think she's ugly. And I think that is the main problem I have with this project, is that I don't know what I want it to look like. I have spent so much time scrolling and sketching, and I feel like I'm not getting closer to a final bowl. And I am hoping that, just like Schrodinger's cat, with observation, this design superposition will collapse. So please watch me work on this problem. There's kind of 3 main decisions I have to make. It's the shape of the side petals, the size of it, and then it's the material that I want to make it out of. I think this here is too big in the smallest bowl form. I think that this is more reasonable because you could have 3 apples in here and it would be fine. So for this one, we're going from 12 centimeters to roughly 20 centimeters. That has been decided. The second decision I could make is material. I've gone back and forth on this so much where I'm thinking maybe we could have the sides be ceramic, maybe it could be wood, maybe we could have it be plastic, but I think we're just gonna commit to metal. That's funny, I'm making all of these faux decisions because I'm kicking the can on the hardest one, which is what the shape is gonna be. And there's something about bare sheet metal that just looks cheap. Fuck it. The sides are gonna be bend wire. Dude, I'm making more progress than I have in the last 2 years. I think I have it. It's basically just 2 arches. This outer arch will also integrate with the sheet metal of the pizza shape to cover that up, because I think that the thing I don't like about sheet metal is the edge. It just looks like sheet. I feel like this is a metaphor for building things, because here you're like, yay, I got it, and then you're like, ah! And then you're like, I'm fine. don't have all the pieces I need because your girl is impatient. Ah! Will you buy my bowl? God damn it. Fuck! I was hoping to use this prototype to both evaluate the looks of the bowl and the functionality. And now I think maybe we won't be able to do either of those things. To the swamp you go. Yeah, to get a better grip on it, we're moving up to prototyping in metal. And I'm gonna use brass. I know it's not food safe, but it's very easy to machine, and I promise I won't lick it. Okay, 1 out of 4 opsas done. I've killed a bit, and I only have 1/8 inch bit left. Maybe I'm the only one who finds that satisfying. You know what else is satisfying? The soothing feeling of your business running smoothly. This video is brought to you by Shopify, and I run Yet Studio on Shopify, and it truly has everything I need as a small business owner. Shopify provides a powerful set of tools that help you start and manage your business, and it's really focused on making your life as an entrepreneur easier, so you can spend time on what actually matters, like my personal choice, R&D, and dilly-dallying. It also integrates with lots of different platforms, so not only can you buy our products on our website, but you can also buy them on the Shop app, Instagram, YouTube, and even through AI like ChatGPT and Gemini. And maybe in person someday in the future. There are so many things that can be confusing about running an e-commerce business, but if I have any questions, Shopify's Sidekick AI is always there to help. On March 13th, we are releasing a crowdfunding campaign for the laundry chair, and we have been selling $1 early access passes on Shopify, and we're currently figuring out all the shipping rates. So I want to ask it, where are the customers who have bought the laundry chair early access passes located? Okay, so predominantly it's people in the States, but also somebody from Västra Frölunda. 1 Swedish customer. Tack så mycket. One of the headaches of running a product business is knowing when to restock. So what products are about to run out of stock? The small coat hinger bracket kit. We are also, unfortunately, discontinuing our incomplete white puzzle. Rest in pieces. But what does it all mean in hard numbers, Simone? Well, when I moved Yet Studio to Shopify, we instantly saw a 54% spike in site visits. So if you want to try it for yourself, you can start your Shopify store right now by going to shopify.com/Simone. Thanks, Shopify. Okay, so I've been thinking a lot, and I would like to apologize to Sheet Metal. I don't think you look cheap, nor like sheet. And as my therapist, you may be proud of me. So I was flying back home from Sweden, and I spent the entire flight making different versions of the sides. And I'm so happy that my fellow passengers were asleep, because otherwise they would have thought that I was going through some like Manic manufacturing episode. I still think that wire sides would look great, but it's introducing a different kind of material and also a bunch of manufacturing steps that are going to require custom tooling. And that is annoying both for somebody who's just making one of these, aka me, and a factory that's making 1,000 of them. So the plan is to cut this shape out of sheet metal and then use a buck and my superior finger strength to bend these here to give them the right shape. And then I just need to solder these sides to the bottom pizza shape. Okay, so I cut and bent one of these, and I tried to solder one of the legs to the pizza shape. It didn't work. And I am already so angry with it. I would need to do this 16 times successfully, and I've done it half a time and I'm already over it. So we're gonna get freaky, and instead of having these connect to the pizza shape. We're just gonna have them connect to these inner two legs. And that way I think I can get away with a bend-only solution. I'm boiling inside because this didn't work. Also, the heat kind of weakened the brass in a weird way. Like, it's so soft, it lost all its spring. So it's really for metallurgical reasons that we can't do this, not because I have anger management issues. I think I can trick myself to being into this. This is at least bare minimum good enough. And I'm kind of into it. There's something very Art Deco about it. Oh my God, I'm so excited to move on to the next step. It was real touch and go there for a while. She's not always the most patient. You know, my head is a fun place to be, but it is also annoying sometimes. Dude! Oh, it's so smooth! Holy hell! Dude, it's even more smooth than the wooden one. Shit! No, like in a good way. Fuck! Also in a good way. Yeah. Fuck! That's why I need to put these screws in the bottom. But that's easy done. You think you can stop me from feeling this joy? You cannot. 4 years. And it's all because I decided to let you all watch. Watch me flail forward. It's a good day to be an inventor. So I added little feet, and then I was gonna cut off this bolt that sticks out. But then I thought, well, let me just try a thing. And I have this ice pick from Jimmy DiResta, and I threaded the cap. Check this out. So that way you don't have to grab the middle plate to open and close it. You can also just twist this handle. And I feel like it kind of magically completes the look. I'm sorry that I broke the ice pick you gave me, Jimmy, but I'm also not sorry. Dude, it fits so perfectly in the house, which maybe shouldn't be that surprising considering that I built most stuff in the house too. It's kind of like Art Deco whimsical. I don't know, there's something about the brass and the arches and everything, and oh, I love it. Let's try it with fruit. Oh no, I have so much more fruit that I can't fit in my already full fruit bowl. This is way too much fruit for one person. And then I eat all of them. And I only have 2 sad tangerines in there. But look at them. They're happy tangerines because they feel like their house is appropriately sized. There's truly something magical about this. I love it so much. There's still lots of things that will need to be updated and changed for a manufacturable version. So next step is talking to our factories and seeing what they think about it, but that's gonna have to be for another time. If everything goes right, the fruit bowl will probably be on the market sometime 2027. So hold your breath. Because it's coming. Okay, bye. Dog damn it. After showing the fruit bowl to my team and to a bunch of my friends, everyone prefers the wooden one. And here I was thinking I was making progress, but no. Okay, as much as I feel like I'm walking in circles, I know that product development is a spiral. As in, I'm spiraling. Why do I have to do this as a job? Couldn't I just have become like a dog walker or something? Ugh!